tonight's a really magical night where I'm trying not to cry. Do you think I'll make it? No. I don't think you will either. So tonight's really about celebrating Sandra. And also about making all our dreams come true. Because there's just so many of us who put off our creativity or our dream life till when we retire or when it's the right time. And I think Sandra's story proves to us that we just need to get on with it and live our dreams now. And that it's a very precious, magical thing. And also that to come together as a community and encourage each other and stand with each other, which is what you've done tonight. So I'm so touched and grateful for that. Still not crying. So we decided to do the night in 2 parts. Thank you, music still on. I've lost my phone, that's a pattern for me.
Switch it off with the speaker, Claire.
I forgot what I was going to say then. We're going to do the night in 2 halves. So the first half is people who love Sandra, I know we all do, who've chosen to read a poem that means something to them, that are going to share with you tonight. And then we're going to have a little break where you can mill around, and we've got some drinks and cake, and you can look at Sandra's amazing artwork. I'm not jealous at all that she sells more than me. And then Sandra's going to come and read us her favourite poems and share some of her story with us. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so first up is the amazing Carl, Sandra's brother.
It's an absolute pleasure to be given the privilege to read this first poem publicly from my inspirational sister's first book. Okay, the poem is called Take the Pen out of Your Hands. Take that pen out of your hands. You don't know what you understand. Talk a lot of emotion about life and death and pain. Desire and idealism. It will send you insane. You can't take the facts away. Persecution every day. A war of words in Parliament. No money left to pay the rent. Sons and daughters swimming in acid waters. Choices losing. Is the truth so confusing? Worry in your bed at night. Hope for the strength to fight. For the power to turn it around against this truth of pain we have found.
This is unusual. For the first time in my life, I'm going to read a poem. Obviously, that's Sandra, not me. But like Alfred Hitchcock in his films, I make a cameo appearance, which is strange. So, this poem is 4 years ago at this time, and it's the first time I've met Sam because Claire has asked me to be part of her birthday present. And one of the things that I have always done is work with people and take them on walks. Walks about Liverpool, but also walks about what people want to do with their lives. So the picture is Sam and me walking around the North Docks on a slate grey, freezing cold February day, talking about the past and the future, what she might want to do, where she might want to be, what life means to her and everything. And, you know, we made some decisions, had some dreams, thought about what would be perfect, thought about at one point, what would you do? Which is a thing that I often ask people, what would you do if you thought you didn't have much time left? And we talked about that. And after the day, I mean, Sam got on with loads of the stuff that we did. But she also sent me this poem, and so when Sam and Claire asked me to read it, and I said, well, it was 4 years ago, but, you know, I don't know what's happened to the poem since then, so, but actually the poem said the way it is. So here we are, we're down along the dock road by the Titanic Hotel and the bridge that's there. We're walking along in and out of the docks. Tracks from a heyday in another century going nowhere, save to an old memory. Historic tales of lines in sand, lives of hundreds of thousands, travelled, worked, hauled. Feelings of all life has to throw, lifetimes etched in a vibration, a ringing in the imagination. A dusty, black and white photo image drawn from old-fashioned pictures of men in caps. Hordes back and forth as seasons turn ice to scorch. Cobbles, rickety horse and cart carriages. Bells ringing, on, off, stop, start, constant motion. A Grace overhead railway must have been posh as any modern ever was. He traces the tales and trials of yesterday, a guardian of today. A digitalised click, his lens capturing meaning. Roadworks, pneumatic drill, transforming the old. The lines remain. Traces of metal etched in old concrete. He asks, what would be your new? If you condensed all into one last year, what would be your life? I trace back old lines, lines drawn in the sand of my own doing. I am back and forth the same tracks, with new photographs of the same place. Reoccurring missions, such a rush backwards and forwards. Why did I travel to now? And how will I know which way to choose for me? A future compacted. What hopes, what dreams to live? What desires strongest? I will hold her. I will hold all I love closest.
Hello, my name's Alan. I know Sam, well, like most people that I know her through Claire. And I ended up meeting Sam through the Big Love Sister project, which I helped out with. And then I ended up doing some work. It's a bit squeaky, isn't it? Let's move this back. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit better. Yes, I ended up doing some work with Sam in Knowsley, and yeah, I love Sam because she's just so authentic, isn't she? She's really real. It's just impossible not to really like her, and this turnout, I think, says that. So I'm going to read one of her poems. She asked me to read this one, and I read it, and it kind of blew me away. So it's called Loneliest Place. This is the loneliest place I have ever been. This place with myself, without you. You're right here beside me, but your eyes are far away, searching through your own isolation. You must look at me staring into space. You look like that too. This is a lonely place for us both. I know. One low, lonely place. You must be without me too. I keep saying the wrong thing and doing the wrong thing and picking myself up and dusting myself down and starting all over again. And again. And again. And so do you. There have been far too many blows to the heart, yet our hearts keep on beating. Too many strains on the soul, yet our souls keep on searching. We find amazing all over, in the love and in kindness around us and within us. It is like having a new eye on the world. A new view comes from being in a different place. This is a hard place, a cold place, a place of granite and ice. A bitter winds will sting your bones place. This is a place of love. I have never known more love since I have been in this place. I have to learn to feel at home here, with me, just me. This is the loneliest place I've ever been, just being with me. I light a coal fire and throw on some logs for extra effect, watch it for hours, burning and warming, taking the sting from my bones, the fear from my mind, the edge from it all. This is a down to me, change or heal or die place, fight and find and live and choose yourself place. This is a new place for me, and for you, I know. I will pick myself up and do the right thing and dust myself down, and I will love the love towards me. I will make this love my strength. Let it be a new wind in my bones, a warm wind in my bones, a flame in my loneliest place. This is the loneliest place I have ever been, a new place for us both.
Put that up high there, Alan. Can you hear me? Hi everyone, I'm Pat, and I feel quite privileged that Sandra's asked me to read a poem tonight on this very special evening. And I know it's been a lifelong dream of hers, and we've often talked about those paper bags under the bed and all those little raggedy bits of paper, and I'm so pleased that she's managed to bring it all together and produce such a great book. I'd like to read the poem first and maybe then say something about San after, just so that I can at least get through the poem. Because San and I go back a very, very long way. We've been work colleagues for over 17 years, so as you can imagine, I've spent quite a lot of time with this wonderful woman. I better try the poem, wouldn't I? This poem is aptly named My Sister. I am kneeling, but my head is not bowed. My arms are raised. I am reaching to the stars, drawn on magnetism into my fingers, so it pulses through my veins. I am meditating the ocean, pulling its power to my center. I am commanding the particles in the air, the atoms in the particles. I am forcing fire from Earth's core, stretching the limits of my being. I am kneeling. I am praying. I am sending this raw, massive energy to help heal my sister. Well done, Sam. Working with someone so great for 17 years is a real privilege. And we started out, you're all aware of Sandra's past, and I've got a similar pathway, working in the community and playing youth and very much with people. And we started out as community youth and play managers, which meant we had to run buildings, create play groups, run street parties and youth centres and beg, borrow, steal and get kids off the roof and work with the young people throughout that time. And at that time we were on the pittance. Thank God we ended up on a lot more than that, and we come through the ranks together. And we found ourselves in about 7 restructures as we worked for Knowsley Council, part of the youth service. And when our manager left, Sandra became our head of service, and you know, I stood alongside her then, I stand alongside her now, and one of our colleagues who's unfortunately not here, Peter Talent, some of you know us, so we were like, I'd say the Magnificent Three around that time. And I've come out of Kim in September, so now I'm very pleased that we will have some time to spend together in our retirement. But as Sandra's talked in her book about most women I know, I would like to say just a few words about a woman I know. And I've just penned them here for you. And this is about this woman I know. Who is this woman I know with short blonde hair, whose name is known but just everywhere? She's my boss, my mentor, my beacon of light. She's a phenomenal woman, a woman with fight. She's a political activist with goals and ambition, a woman with a voice, a woman on a mission. I'm inspired by this woman who has made a difference in my life. She's my colleague, my leader, my working wife. I deeply respect her, hold her in the highest esteem. I am blessed to have known her and be part of her team. This woman is awesome, strong and vulnerable too. This woman I know, Miss Sandra Richardson, this is you.
All right. I need a box. That's that okay? I'm Jan Evans. I don't know how long I've known Sandra, again through Claire, but I'm so very, very glad that we met up, because we've had some great times playing out, and hopefully we'll have some more great times playing out. Because she is such good company. I don't often use the L word, but on this occasion I will. I love you, Sandra. I'm so privileged to read this lovely poem. It's called My Heart Stills. My heart stills to depths unknown. Tranquility wraps my soul in tender silence. Taken by complete surprise, I smile at this simplicity, my now knowing. It will have always been this easy, this simple. A bird floating on a thermal tide, motionless movement, weightless gliding. I sink deep, deep as the deepest breath, soar high, high as outer atmosphere. I am giddy with delight. I am still, still in silence. Pure, graceful silence. My mind is clear. It matters less to think and more to reclaim my innocence. My body is straightening, tissues unwinding, undoing the hairs of half a century with simplicity, stilling my heart to depths unknown, wrapping my soul in tender silence. One more thing, I'm so pleased that she's left the wonderful world of work and is now blossoming into her creativity, and it's all around us, and it's wonderful. Thank you, Sandra.
Johnny, his mother's at the bingo, his father's on the air, his sister's nerves are broken, his brother is in jail. So Johnny goes to Chippy, doesn't wash behind his ears, steals to survive, hides his tears. His birthday is forgotten, no cards, no cares. So Johnny grows apart and hates and swears. What's a Sunday dinner? No message popping out. So Johnny hangs around, he has to scream and shout. His school report went behind the clock, expelled, wasn't a shock. So Johnny drinks the dole and spends his day stealing phantom motor cars and driving far away. The magistrate said, unfit for our society, he is locked behind bars and metal stairs. Who cares?
Hello everyone. I've been asked to
in her wonderful, warm, life-affirming friendships that she's developed over the years, which is really clear today, this evening. When I first met Sandra, I was struck by how she's this ball of energy and generosity and inspiration of what people can be in all their raw, interestingness and potential. I remember thinking, I've never met anyone like this before. I've quickly come to admire Sam, how she pours herself into life, fearlessly, with so much humour and love, and with commitment and integrity. Sam, I imagine, has probably journeyed with lots of people here through thick and thin. She helped me to get a new job when I thought all hope was lost, and she encouraged me to paint and journal and draw when we went to Mexico together. And she encouraged me to get my first ever art show here recently, which was amazing for me. So she's basically been a sort of dream friend, and I reckon most people here have probably got a story like that. I'm constantly amazed by Sam's creativity, the poetry, the art, the fashion, and all the adventures she has with Claire by her side. And I haven't heard a lot of the poems that Sam's reading tonight, so I'm really kind of excited to hear her gorgeous confessional poetry. So without further ado, here is the one and only Sandra Richardson.
To drag it all over the nation, to circles and gatherings, but it's very, very symbolic, because the day I put this boa on was the day I did lots of things, but the main thing I did was rediscover my creativity. And it was through sitting in a circle with the leaders of Knowsley Council, facilitated by the one and only Claire. And that inspired me to pick up from where I'd left off, because I'd always written poetry as a young person, and a lot of the poems in the book, especially the one our Lee wrote, just read, I wrote that the same age as he is now, so I was 13 when I wrote that. So the boa brings it back 20 years later, and I start writing poetry again. And the first poem I wrote was called Big Love Sister. She sat in a circle, as brave as can be, and opened her heart and said, "This is me, wrapped in the boa, a blanket of strength, aura of protection with extraordinary length. To all shapes and sizes, it fits like a glove. This is the circle called Big Sister Love." She came from a darkness, a depth of despair. She came as a healer with the will to repair. She came as a leader with a sword all aflame, as a victim with herself to reclaim. As a young woman, a girl very heat-free. As the mother we all want to be. The lover we all want to see. She stepped into herself, into our ancient core, embracing all that has been before, finding the woman inside her soul, the goddess that made her whole. She took a deep breath and found a voice, not words, but her voice, and it formed in colours as her image of choice, waking the universe so she could rejoice. 100 goddesses side by side. This is the vista. Big Love Sister. I mean, there's a lot of politics in my poetry, and I think you know, I came from a very political family, and my main memory of that politics was my dad, Sandra Richardson, who was an active trade unionist, a member of the Communist Party of Great Britain, taught me all about Karl Marx, and then there was my mum. And you might think, well, my mum wasn't really all that political, but actually, she was a very definite political influence on me as well, because by the time I was 10, my mum had joined all the other women of St Bennett's primary school, and they'd started fundraising, and in the end they built a swimming pool for the school. So I've had a lot of excellent and really strong political influences around me as a child, which I think has kept me going all my life, really. The next poem I've written is about my experience when I first went to India. It was like a large orchestra, warm up, constant, timeless traffic, beat through spaghetti tangled chaos, honk compulsory, trained eye, intensive knowing, means we live past 50 yards. That was the driver. Figure of eight driving, jolted, stopped, juggled, source of flowing, trees live through black soot, suffocation, dust claimed, dulls the finest colour, defiance breeds, just. I hold on to my hat. Wearing merino wool vest, jumper, socks, the advice was light linen. Eating a 10-course taster menu, the advice was slow introduction to local cuisine. I am in a heaven of delicate, fiery, spiced succulents, sorbet, sweet, cold. The advice was avoid ice. I avoid nothing. Soft, open-hearted on this journey, I was assured, expect a culture shock. My eyes twinkle. My eyes wonder in amazement. Overhead electricity supply, dropping wires, tangled as the traffic. It works. It all works. Sat crossed leg, a festival of colour, texture. Smiles climb ladders, throwing silks and wools, cotton lands to feast the eye. Her heart was singing joyous wonder. I could feel 5,000 years or more this attic burst's creation. I change a grand to rupees with a young man who counts it twice. No bank, great rate, Delhi. The Delhi behind closed doors, narrow passageways, ancient shrines, primitive fire-baked sweet cakes, tuk-tuk weavers peddle our wares, drawn carts creep with overbearing wonder, thousands and thousands and thousands of in-and-out transactions, people pour a darting blaze of purpose. I gape, not gaze. Scraggy dogs in ragged lanes. The world could start here. I traded all day. It was a joy. As the orchestra warmed up, constant, timeless tune, anticipation. So, you all know, I think you probably all know that I was diagnosed 8 years ago with breast cancer. I've still got it, I'm probably always going to have it. So, that sort of gives you a little edge on the way you think about life. And the next poem, I did write this 10 years ago when I was first diagnosed. And it was about my experience of being in hospital. So, 6 a.m. waiting room, strip light fluorescence, suitcase, symbol of final consent, felt tip pen roots mark my breasts. I look lovingly one last time. Lists place third log waiting. I insist on walking multi-corridors, freezing cold. Kind eyes wrap me, hot blanket discovery. I never knew they kept blankets hot. Count back from 10. 6-hour crucifixion, the only route to mercy. Wake recovering, something for the pain going in now. It never hurt that way. Multi-corridor ceilings. Got to see. Mirror searching. Carry tubes draining. Red lines oozing behind white tape. Slow moving tide pushes edges. One loose tear escapes. But I will not cry. Fit-filled, in and out nightmares. Nurses really are angels. Hand held, slowly walking. Gentle push time, perfect. I am up quickly, learning shared journeys. Have to be to know meanings. Believe it. Humour, crowned smiles, found laughter. Strong enough to cheer up our visitors. Control hits hard. Brutal wisdom, no choices. Blessed grandmother, lost young here. Divine learning heals. I must stand. Stretch arms above head. No surrender. Love reach deep. Great gifts of human kindness. Nourished, braced for bright singing bandanas to come. Slow moving tide pushes edges. One loose tear escapes, but I will not cry. Some of the amazing things that I've learned in sort of mainly in the last 5 years of my life, really, since I met Claire. I've been all over the world, which has been fabulous. But I think one of the amazing things I really learned about myself is that I have actually got an inner child. And to prove it once, Claire made me buy a yo-yo. We had great fun with it. But, and I think, you know, being like a little girl and just growing up the way we do, we don't think in a therapeutic way. And all of a sudden I'm in this world of, well, how do you feel? And I used to think, well, okay. You know, like a therapist's nightmare. So I had to start learning to think, well, how do I feel? And as well as learning about how do I feel, I started thinking, well, who am I? I have spent my whole life, the first 50 years of my life, either on a demo, in a council meeting, in another meeting. In fact, I worked out the path that me and Anne in our career had been to 34,000 meetings. And it looks you up to what happens, you know, it's all go.
And then they stopped giving us food, didn't they?
Yeah. But back to this inner child, because this poem is about this inner child, and it's called Little Girl. Little girl, star eyes, dream heart. I hold her, I hold the light of morning. Play games that giggle innocence, ingenuity, joy, imagination. This is her wisdom. Ancestral thread eyes look into mine, gifts drop, gifts shine. Her natural salutation is to skip, to shriek at fear. Wide-eyed, untangled purity. I have stepped through broken, enough to know. Little girls live the beginning and end of moments all at once. taxi driver. And he went, oh, the news has just been on, and they haven't mentioned Brexit. And then I thought, oh great, and then he spent 20 minutes telling me what he thought about Brexit. The absolute opposite to everything I thought about Brexit. He said, well, do you want the euro? You don't want the euro, mate. Yeah, oh, right. On the morning after the first election, you know, I mean, and you know, there's no one more than me and some of the colleagues and political friends in the room who know that the absolute devastation since 2010 of everything we believe in, everything we've tried to build in terms of public services, it's just beyond belief. And so the day Cameron got in, I got up and wrote this. It's very dramatic. Where stands this dawn, our country, divided through a loss of love? Compassion fades, vulnerability exposed, twisted disdain seeps a pain through hope. Did we forget to tell of universal struggle, to mention genocide and poverty? Did we stop seeing the brutality of inequality? Understand we have neighbours to protect and care for. Did we forget about caring for anyone but our own wrapped up individual selves? The complacency of dusty politics. My blood is boiling, teeth grinding, heart breaking. There is no respect for the achievements of history. It's taken for granted, long ago story. Where is the passion to keep going, keep on changing, keep on making it better? What are the BNP even doing on our TV? Heartless ranting, turning back our social clock. And why? Why are you not with them in agreement? This is not a new tune. There's our old songs, words of torment. Did we forget to tell you about the Holocaust, apartheid, forced-fed feminists just wanting to vote? Did we think complacency was having no impact? Food banks, warehouse days. It's all too easily forgotten. A can't be caring weariness that doesn't even bother to vote or vote to turn back time. We are political complacency at its worst. I am ashamed. I am ashamed of this nation, sat silent, consumed, while the story of our hard-fought past is cast away like a useless artefact. We must know it is not all done, can't undo in a moment. We must know this. Did we forget to say what it was like in that lifetime, in that place, when we had no rights, when we have those rights to protect? Future generations rest their fate on our actions. Is that not important? Does that not matter? Where this dawn stands our country, and where stand we in a complacent shame? It's really, you know, this is probably my best, try and do this for a birthday party. I'm just like, you know, I'm a big love person really, and I'm just totally overwhelmed that this has happened, and there's loads of people that have helped it happen, but I can't really not totally thank a small youth organisation born and bred in Knowsley called Comic Cube, who, when they knew I was ill and leaving work, got hold of me poetry, which Claire rescued from 20 carrier bags under the bed and had been there for like 46 years. And he produced 100 copies of this book, so they're amazing, and they have made tonight possible. So can we just have a big lit one now? I think, you know, there's a lot to be said for finding and following your dreams, and there's no one being more inspiring in my life to do that than Claire. I mean, she said, "Don't mention me tonight, I don't want to be crying." She's just the most amazing soul that ever walked the planet. And this next poem's for her. Don't watch her. I am overwhelmed in love with you. My world has collided with the universe. Stars have dropped from the heavens. The sun has exploded. The moon will be forever full. Time and space are suspended and meaningless. Heaven has redefined itself. Definition can no longer define itself. My heart has stopped. I don't know if it sunk and disappeared through my feet or flew right out my head. It is realigned. My heart is realigned in a new place, in the place where it belongs. I will not recover from my overwhelming. I do not want to. My eyes have opened wider than the world. They see you with the ocean behind you and the mountains crumbling at your feet. My whole body is a yearn, a reach, a hole, a revelation. I am a revelation to myself. My soul just exploded like a million fireworks all at once, in every colour, every known, and in unknown colour too, into the furthest part of the sky, and beyond there even. My infinite soul just found its infinity. My breath exalted, exhausted with the wonder, the magic, the brilliance, the joy, the pure, unadulterated joy that is you. I am overwhelmed in love with you. Where's my list on Claire of everyone?
We've got one left and then there's cake.
I'm going to do one more. The boss has spoken. Okay, well I'm going to do the title of the book. And I wrote this when I discovered that as well as Karl Marx, the wonderful Karl Marx, there was actually women's rights as well. So it's called Most Women I Know. Most women I know are ordinary. They'd say they weren't feminists. Be scared to go out alone at night. They never stop worrying about the money for the tea, money for the bills, money for the clothes. They keep the bottom going in this world so the top stays in place, so the whole fucking world stays in place. Don't think they're weak. They're strong enough to look after this world with all its problems. Most women I know mend for, cook for, clean for, compensate for, pick up the broken pieces of this world. Most women I know are ordinary. They'd say they weren't intellectuals, have been kicked by someone bigger in one way or another. They never have time not to think. They hope through their children, through their energy, through the good times that they have. Most women I know have unrealised power, broken confidence, don't know how much they know when they say they know nothing. Most women I know could seriously change things, make the world better. They keep the bottom going in this world so the top stays in place, so the whole fucking world stays in place. The second best moment, well, the best moment of my life was seeing our Amy, who's now going to bring me beer, taking me forward. And this is the second best. I just, you know, as well as Comic Youth, there's a lot of fabulous people who I want to thank. I'm going to forget someone. All the best. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandra. Happy birthday to you.
Remarkable Sandra Richardson. Thank you, happy birthday, thank you, and wonderful silence to stand with you, and how lovely or proud, and thank you so much for coming and making it gorgeous.
Sandra, what a night to remember, an absolutely fantastic celebration of you and your talents. Lots and lots of love. Mwah, mwah. Love you.
Hi Sandra, just to say, you were absolutely amazing tonight. Confident as ever, and you know I think you're absolutely awesome, and I love you to bits. Fantastic night and a huge happy 55th birthday. Love you.
Happy birthday, San. Hi. Happy birthday.
We've had a lovely evening.
We have. It was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Sandra, thanks for tonight. I missed the first beginning thanks to Liverpool City Council parking, but I hope you enjoyed your birthday. You really are an inspiration, and I've not known you for a long time, but I feel like I've known you for a long time, if that makes sense. Happy birthday, Sandra.